Disco duck.
Aloha and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Sakamoto Properties, where prestige is our business, reputation our foundation. As always, Danny Couch let us in there with I Love Hawaii. You all need to get your own copy of that. It is fabulous. I Love Hawaii. In the studio today, we happen to have the great Mitch Mitchell. He's been with us for, give or take 30 years, and he's been one of our best friends in the world, a top realtor, and someone that we in our office are always bouncing things off of. It's something that we do to try to see where we're going or what's happening, etc. So, Mitch, how are you today?
Thank you, Betty. It's always nice to be back in your corner. Anyway, doing really well. It's a beautiful day here in Maui, and yes, I do love Maui. I did a bit of traveling here lately and love the world out there, but it is always great to get home, get off that plane, and be back here in the islands.
Mitch recently did a little stint to Europe and met up with some family and ran through several countries. But I know that feeling, Mitch, no matter where I go, when my flight's coming back into Maui, I cannot wait to be home. It's
you know, it always amazes me when the doors open and you smell the clean, fresh air and the plumeria and the fragrance. It's really quite special.
Maui is amazing. We came up with a number of things again this week to kind of toss around a little bit. We got on last time because I had suddenly realized that there actually have been $1 billion worth of sales in Maui since the actual statistic was from the 1st to the end of August. And now we're at the end of October, the statistics, and we're at $1.2 billion. So I think it's really some interesting things when everyone, you know, tries to act like we're still in this horrible slump. I can't say I believe we're totally out of it, but I've discovered, like, as of today, there's 489 actual escrows pending in Maui, and I'm saying Maui, this is Maui, not all of Hawaii. There were 1,945 sales up to the end of October, and the average price is $656,000. Again, I think that's big time. We're a small island. Don't you think, Mitch?
I think it's pretty amazing. You know, it seems pretty quiet out there, but then when you look at the statistics and realize that, you know, things are still moving along, and with the great buys that are out there, it's pretty amazing. I have several people I've been showing property to, and they all just keep kind of holding back, and I'm afraid it's going to be like it has in the past, that it's going to pass them by and things will be going the other way, and they won't have jumped in and gotten their piece of paradise.
Yeah, I think that is going to happen, and we're going to see people end up in that, but so far 1,945 people have stepped up, and I think that that's saying a lot for what it's really all about here in Maui. And I think, again, people have got to remember they're not just buying a home or a second home on Maui. It's really about a lifestyle, whether it's your first home, second home, or we've sold to people that it's maybe even their third or fourth home. And I think when you think of it that way, people come to Maui and really want to be here. So we're gonna see, I think, a lot of people in the market. Like Mitch said a minute ago, we go through this period where it'll seem it's really quiet and the phone isn't ringing much. And then, you know, 3, 4, or 5 days pass, and all of a sudden we're all racing around showing property again. And there are those people, like you're saying, Mitch, that they're kind of standing there, they look and look and look, and they're not buying. But some of those same people, you know, they check back in, and all of a sudden the one they asked for has already sold.
Yeah, I'm showing property tomorrow, some golf villas at Kapalua. I have some clients that are renting long-term up there, and they've kind of realized that for what they're paying in rent, they could be owning one.
Yes.
So with the prices kind of stabilizing where they are, I mean, I think the golf villas are really some fantastic buys. You and I just listed a new 2-bedroom there, and the owners are almost original owners. They've been here for a lot of years, and they just need to stay more on the mainland with their grandchildren and so forth now, so they're letting their dream getaway come on the market, and I think you've priced that really well. I think it's a great unit there right on the golf course, on the Kapalua Bay course. It's 26 P3 and 4. It's $600,000.
That's a great unit. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. The people have owned it, I believe, 20 years now. You know, so they've been around a long time, but I think it's perfect. It's right near one of the pools. And an interesting thing for anyone is there are 4 separate pools in the Bay Villas. Are they golf villas? One is a little larger than the others, but there's 4 really nice pools, and I think that by itself says a lot. Resort amenities, Mitch. I think when we're talking about the golf villas, we should always bring up some of the resort amenities also.
You know, the shuttle service is really a priority there. You know, you can have your family here and you don't have to have 4 cars, you know, for the kids to get down to the beach where there's no parking. So just call the shuttle, I'll take you down to the beach, and call them when you're ready to come back. And it'll take you to golf and anywhere else on the resort. So I think that's really a great amenity to have.
It is
have
great.
That at your call.
It'll also get you to the Kapalua West Maui Airport. So if you come in on this side to that airport, you can actually get off the plane and call. You can call in advance and tell them what time your flight is anticipated for, and they'll have it in their records. But there'll be, you just, again, same thing, you call the minute you're off the flight. So I think that really does, it's a very helpful thing.
You know, we also have the open house desk up at the Plantation Golf Course and the Plantation House Restaurant that we man every day of the week, and from 9 to 4. So we're up there if anyone's up driving around or want to stop in and have a great lunch at the Plantation House Restaurant. Come over, sit down. One of us in the office will be there, and we'll kind of give you an oversight of an overview of Kapalua and be able to take you to some open houses. You know, we do have some villas every day with a few hour notice that we can get into, houses or golf villas. We have that great one in the 18 building at the Golf Villas, Betty, that's been beautifully redone, and it's available to show at any time with, you know, just a little bit of notice. So
That's a pretty good one. Even up at the Plantation, if your interest is a larger home, on any given day we have several homes that we'll have available for you to see. So again, just give us a call, stop by the desk.
And we'll be happy to talk to you or take you out to look at one of the properties or several of the properties. So we'll have some pretty good information there, plus it's a great place to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. During the day, the people really enjoy lunch there with the great views looking down over the Plantation Golf Course towards the ocean, the Molokai, and the Strait out there. So it's really a pretty spectacular place.
Well, excuse me, I've got a little sneezing thing going on here, so that can be a little irritating if you're driving in your car, but I don't know where it came from, but it doesn't seem like it's going to march away quickly. So I think we're going to keep jumping back and forth between Mitch and I while I try to figure this out. You know, another one that we wanted to talk about, Mitch, was another golf villa listing that you've had, 25 T3.